Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com. Look, hey, listen, I know I'm late, but this is a great video. This is an excellent opportunity to put some action down in the NFL. Stay to the end where I got a 3-game parlay, plus I got Monday Night Football action. So I'm going to go through all these really fast. Let's break down all the games. Starting at it'd be 8:30 Central Time in London. I got Carolina at Tampa Bay. It's in London, but Tampa Bay is considered a road team. I like the way the Panthers have been playing. Christian McCaffrey's an MVP candidate. He was limited in practice. He's going to be a full go. If he wasn't limited in practice, I would actually take Carolina and 2.5. I do like the way Winston's been playing. This is going to be a great game. The only reason I'm not taking Carolina and 2.5 is that I want to see how McCaffrey responds. Is he look like he did last week against what I thought was a good defense in Jacksonville? So with McCaffrey not 100%, I don't want to bet on the game, but I like Carolina to cover 2.5. We got some noon games. Washington at Miami. 9 out of 10 times a coach gets fired, a new coach comes in, that team's going to win. 9 out of 10 times. This is a universal truth. The only reason I'm not telling you to take Washington in 4 points is Miami coming off of a bye. I don't think they're going to lose every game. I just got a feeling they're just going to kind of round the tables. They're not going 0-16, okay? They're not going 0-16, but because they are off a bye, they are at home. Washington's looked at times really bad as well. But usually when a team has the coach fired, they usually come back the next week. They usually play hard. I do like Washington to cover 4 in this game. But the only reason, like I said, 90% of the time, Miami at home off of a bye. This could be closer than you think. Interesting game either way. But normally when a coach gets fired, they usually play very well the next week. So that's something to think about. Philly at Minnesota. I like Minnesota at home. I'm not completely sold on Philly yet. Keep in mind, they beat the home opener. They beat Atlanta 28-12, and then they beat the Raiders, who are now 3-2, 34-14. They're a different team at home. They look like a Super Bowl juggernaut at home, and then on the road they look pretty weak. But at home they're a different team. I'm not sold on the Eagles, so I like Minnesota, and I like them to cover 3 at home. Again, that's not one of my parlay games, but I do like them to cover. Cincinnati at Baltimore. I do like Baltimore to win. Line opened at 11. It's now 10.5. I'd be shocked if Baltimore didn't win this game, but I think Cincinnati will cover. But again, Baltimore win. I think Cincinnati would cover. I wouldn't recommend betting this one. Now a little afternoon delight. San Francisco's at the Rams. Gurley's iffy, but even if he's iffy, I'd be shocked if the Rams lost 3 straight, especially at home. San Francisco coming off a big Monday night win at home. I don't see them going to Los Angeles and providing that same type of intensity, especially, remember they were off of a bye, big Monday night game. I like the Rams to win this one. They are a 3-point favorite. I think they cover 3, even if Gurley doesn't play. And I do expect him to play, but right now it's a game time decision. He's questionable. So, but even if he doesn't play, I do like the Rams to cover. I just don't see them dropping 3 straight. I think they're too good of a team. Even though I absolutely love what the Niners are doing on defense, I don't see the Rams dropping 3 straight. Atlanta at Arizona. If Atlanta loses this game, Dan Quinn, that hot seat becomes boiling hot. I mean, he could be fired any day if they lose this game. I think they win this game. I think they cover 2.5, but I wouldn't bet this one because I don't know if Atlanta just is falling apart as a team. Kyler Murray made some plays. The defense is not bad. So Arizona at home, it's a game I wouldn't bet on. But I'm really interested in see how they respond, Arizona and Atlanta. Keep in mind, if Atlanta loses this game, Quinn could be fired any day now. Tennessee at Denver. The only reason I'm not telling you that take Tennessee is because I got burnt on them last week. Plus, Denver's better than their 1-4 record indicate. I know there's been a lot of talk about Elway being out the door and all the bad things he's done. But Denver's defense, it's not bad. I got bit in the butt last week by Tennessee. That's why I'm not telling you to take Tennessee in 1.5. But Denver could get on a roll, win 2 in a row. Mile High's a tough place to play. I do like Tennessee to win outright, even though they're 1.5-point dog. Dallas at the Jets. Dallas is a touchdown favorite, but Tyron Smith and La'el Collins are questionable. If they play, they cover. If they don't play, I don't think they cover. I think it ends up being a surprisingly close game. It's that those two players are that important, more Tyron Smith and La'el Collins, but if both play, they cover. Sunday night, we got Pittsburgh at the Chargers. Pittsburgh's going to start Devlin Hodges, their third-string quarterback, and of course the Chargers, they lost last week at home to a divisional opponent, Denver. Pittsburgh's a touchdown dog in this one. I actually think they cover. I think that they play a very close game. I think the Chargers win this game, but I think it's a close game. I think they run the ball. I think they play decent defense. The Chargers, I think, have the most talent in the AFC, maybe the NFL, but they always start off slow. Is this where they start kicking it in the high gear? I know Pittsburgh lost the first game on Sunday night. Traditionally, they're a good primetime team. So I like Pittsburgh to cover. I think the Chargers win, but I would avoid betting on this game. And this is, for me, just going to be a fun game. Hopefully Pittsburgh wins, being a Chiefs fan, but you never know what's going to happen. So now let's get to the advanced part. This is the money-making part of the video. My 3-game parlay. All 3 of these games are at noon. Now, here's how this works. Here, I'm going to break all 3 of these down. And then I'm going to go into a little more specifics here in just a bit. Seattle is a 1-point favorite at Cleveland. Did you watch Monday Night Football? Seattle and San Francisco are very similar teams. San Francisco could have a slightly better defense. Maybe it's debatable, but I think they're similar teams. Seattle, I think, is actually a better running team than San Francisco, and Cleveland gave up 275 yards rushing on Monday night. I wouldn't be surprised if something similar like that happens again. I wouldn't be surprised Seattle wins big in this one. 1 point, I think it should have been 2.5, maybe even 3. But, hey, 1 point, take that one. That's a good one. Next game, Saints at Jacksonville. Saints are a 2.5-point dog at Jacksonville. A lot of this has to do with Kamara may or may not play. I don't think it matters. I think they win outright. The money line's plus 115. If this is a 3-game parlay, take 2.5. But if you're just betting on this one by itself, take them to win. Just take the money line. Take 100 to win 115. I like the Saints to win outright. Jacksonville's not that good of a team. All right, they'll be around 500, and they have some good things in play. But let's put it this way. Okay, Carolina beat them last week. Saints are better than Carolina. I mean, don't fool yourself. Saints are a real good football team here. They'll win that game outright. The 3rd game of the parlay, you guys knew I was going to talk Chiefs. Opened up at 5.5. It's already down to 4. Could it drop more? Sure, it could. A lot of people are on board the Houston bandwagon. I mean, they scored 900 points last week against Atlanta, but this is different. Andy Reid after a loss at Arrowhead. Come on. Look, the Chiefs are still a Super Bowl team. Houston's still a 500 team. The Chiefs will bounce back. They'll cover 4 points at home. I could go into a lot of detail, but I'm not going to. Just trust me, Chiefs will cover this one. So that's your 3-game parlay. Now, here's how I would manage this. Everybody's got a different bankroll. Let's say yours is $1,000, and you use proportions. You got $5,000 bankroll, just multiply everything by 5. If yours is less, divide, use some common sense. That's why I'm just picking a round number. Let's pick 1,000. I would put $100 on a 3-game parlay. So take 10%, take those 3, boom. All right. Then how I would handle is a 5th on each one. So here's how I would do it. 100 on the 3-game, 200 on each of the 3 games. That gives you 700 out of your 1,000. If everything hits, you go 3 for 3 you're in great shape. Put 200 on Tennessee. Put 200 on Tennessee. I got bit last week, but if you're on the streak, you got 3, put another. If you're 3 for 3, go with Tennessee. If you get 2 out of 3, you want to put the winnings on Tennessee, you can go ahead and do that. I mean, if you only hit 1 for 3, obviously don't go chasing. Don't do that. But if you go 3 for 3, I would go ahead and hit the 4th one on Tennessee. But if you win big, go big, because Monday Night Football is a good game, okay? The money line is 180, plus 180. If you're up big, I would put anywhere from 200 to 500, depending on your risk. If I'm up, if I hit all 3 plus I hit Tennessee, or even if I hit 3 and then I lose Tennessee, maybe I'm doing 4 or 3, maybe even 2. But I would take the money line. Take plus 180 at $200 on the money line. That would win you $360. You're walking out of the casino with $560. That's a good bet. If everything doesn't hit and you're up 200 or more, I'd put 200 on the money line. Just straight money line. Forget the points. But if you're down or you're close to even, take Detroit in 4 points. The line opened at 5. I would have jumped all over 5. 4, I'm still jumping all over that. If I'm even or my bankroll, if my profits didn't equal the amount that I'm betting, then I would just put that standard bet down. Hopefully that made sense. Just to try to explain one more time. If you're flush, bet big on this one. All right, this is a good one. Just take the money line because plus 180 is a good one. Detroit's off of a bye. They beat Green Bay and Lambeau last year. I think they're a better team. But if you're not doing so hot, just take the 4 points. If you got some extra money from the bets I told you to make, go ahead and double up on Monday night because I think Detroit will win outright. So listen, if you're a subscriber to Andrew's Football, you already know you're one of the greatest people on planet Earth. All your wildest dreams are going to come true. But if you're new to my channel and you haven't done it yet, why haven't you? There's this button right here. See it? I'm blowing it up. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. And hey, Tuesday, I'm going to have my preview video. Wednesday at 8, live stream. So hey, I'll see you Tuesday.